Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another sort of review type video like my last video, because since I've started this YouTube channel I've experimented with a couple of video editors and it's quite difficult really to find one that suits you and your needs. What I've found is I've tried free ones. They were quite good but they didn't quite do what I wanted them to do, and I went on to Adobe Premiere, which is an amazing video editor. It is absolutely brilliant, but it's a tiny bit expensive for my need. I think it's about £20 a month at the moment you have to pay for it, which is a bit more expensive than what I can currently afford monthly. So what I've actually found out is Wondershare Filmora, which I think is really, really good. It sort of fits my needs perfectly. And when I got it, it was £60 for a one-off payment. So that's just £60 and you get a lifetime use of it then. So you can use it, you know, as long as you want. I imagine that when I can afford it, further down the road, I will switch over to Adobe Premiere. But as of now, Filmora suits my needs, so I thought I'd just go through it, show you the basics of it, and show you what I can do. Okay then guys, so once you've opened up Filmora, you're given this screen, very similar to, I'm sure, most other video editing software you've seen. So we'll start with importing media files. So let's import this one. It's a film video I did for YouTube a couple of weeks ago. So we'll double click on that, and once it's imported it'll appear up here, and then you can drag it into the main timeline. And the main timeline, yeah, again, very similar to pretty much every other video editing software on the market. So you've got the main video there, you've got a secondary video there, so if you want to put a picture in picture, for instance. I'll just give you a quick example of that. So if we go back to import media files, let's go let's choose this one, for example. Let's double click on that one, and then when that's uploaded you can move it over there, and then this gives you the choice to manipulate your video. So you put it up there like that. That's a really useful feature and one that I've used a couple of times. Text here, so any subtitles, not transitions, but end credits, anything like that you want to put on will go in that line. Then you've got one track for audio and a secondary track for audio, so you can have multiple tracks going over at the same time if you want. So perhaps you want one background music and sound effects, you can put them all on there, and that's easy peasy. If you want to add a new track, you can go down there. So this is how many text tracks. So say we wanted 2 text tracks. That's a bit of a mouthful to say. Okay, it's now got 2 text tracks, 1, 2. Okay, and you can always hide them like that. Very easy if you wanted to hide the video. Done. Okay, so then Filmora has also got some music you can use. So if you want to put music on, you can add music. Next we've got text and credits. So it's very similar so if you go into text and credits like that, you can drag them onto the timeline. Now some text and credits like this one will show up with this box here, subscribe now. Filmora has a film store, so you've got to subscribe to it. It's £10 a month, and you can also subscribe to it quarterly and yearly, which you save a bit of money on then. But yeah, so if you subscribe for however much you want to, but £10 a month is the basic one, I think, you can get access to their entire film store then, and then you can use extra titles. But there are some free titles to download. So, for instance, I could move this one on, which is a free one, and one that if you watch my film videos before, you've probably seen me use. So let's get rid of the music. Let's double click back on the audio. Let's put it back up to 100%. Now what I do wish with this is you could double click on that and then put it to 100% like you can in quite a few other programs, but you can't on Filmora, but it's not too much of a biggie. So yeah, so then you've got, if you play it, boom, pops up, and then you can double click on it. Travel collection, lower third, we can change that to practice. Okay, and boom, pops up then, and then we can put it back to the beginning. Practice, jumps up like that, and then we can move it down the timeline if we want. If you wanted to edit the timeline as well, you can do that. So you can just put it where you want, and you can either press the scissor mark there, or you can press Control and B, which is what I usually do. or there's also the scissors there as well. So then if you wanted to delete that, you've got the choice to delete that there, because we haven't quite cut it. So if oh, that's another thing, the tracker's got to be selected. So at the moment, at that time I was selected the audio, so it didn't cut. So the tracker's got to be selected, and then you can press Control and B and it cuts it. Go back onto there, and then if we want, we can delete that section. Select that. So that's pretty standard, pretty easy to use. What I really do like about Filmora though is the ability to do this. So if you press that one, you can crop or pan and zoom. So for example, if we're on crop here, then we can crop this in like that, and then move that across. Press OK. Boom. Easy. And that's really useful, especially if you've got like a long scene where you've only got one camera angle and it's going on for a bit longer, it's getting a bit boring. You can sort of change the camera angle a bit to suit your needs there. Same with pan and zoom. So if you're going to pan and zoom, so we've got the end point and the start point. So if we say we start there, or we could drag it and start there if we wanted to, but we'll start there. And it's going to end there, so it's going to essentially zoom out to full screen again. Transitions, these are what you'll see on most video editing softwares. So you can drag a fade in there like that, very simple. I do like the fact you can just drag it and drop it, makes everything so much easier. Up here then you've got the zoom in, so if we drag that there we can zoom in, and you can see we've now got the fade there. So if you click on the fade, you can actually drag the corners to make it longer. So if we put it there, press space button, play, very slow fade out, and then you'll have a very slow fade in. That's exaggerated, of course. I usually wouldn't do that because I don't like the look of it, but I think that's a really cool feature. Under filters, if you just get rid of the fade just a second, under filters you can use film filters, so you can, for instance, use one like that, and then have a look what this looks like. Whoa. That's pretty cool. We could let's delete that and put something called September down. Let's have a look at September. So that gives it like a little red filter, that's quite cool. So yeah, you've got lots of filters there. You can put a black and white one on if you want. Bit of grainy. Make it look old-fashioned, that's cool. So yeah, so really, really useful features there. And you've got all these on the left here. These are all the ones, because when you originally download it, you get a free trial of their film store. So these are all the ones that I downloaded during their free trial. However, unfortunately, once that free trial ends, unless you actually do sign up for it properly, you can't get access to the ones you've already downloaded. But if we go over to overlays, if you get rid of the noise, so if we go to overlays, you can put in a bit of bokeh there, or bokeh, however you want to pronounce it. Yet again, this is one I haven't used, so it's going to download it. It's pretty quick and pretty efficient when it comes to downloading things. I haven't really come across any glitches or anything like that. So then you can play it and get a bit of bokeh in the background. Of course, it doesn't really work for this scene, but it gives you an idea. Elements, so let's get rid of that. Elements. You can see what they are there. They're just sort of little bits that you can add onto your screens. It's element love 2 down, so we put that on there, and that pops up like that. And if you want, you can click on it, you can move it around, resize it like that. That's quite cool. Yeah, so that's the general gist of it. You also got export, so you've got your export settings, so you can export it in loads of different formats. You can also export it so that it's suitable for your phone, for YouTube, for Facebook, Vimeo, and also for DVDs and CDs as well. So that's pretty cool. You can name it, go back up there, sorry YouTube. So you can name it, put it in the folder you want it to go into, the resolution, and it tells you the size of it and everything. You just press export and boom, it's exported. So if I open up Chrome, I'll be able to show you how to buy it. So when you're on Chrome, if you want to type in Wondershare Filmora, and then you want to go to the official one, the .com one, not the .net. And then you've got two options. You can try it for free. So if you try it for free, you get I can't remember if it's a 7-day or 30-day free trial. But you can buy it. You go to buy now. So you can buy it for Windows or Mac. You can individual, business, or educational. So a lifetime, $60 there, which I think works out about £50. Or you can get it for 1 year, which is $40 or about £32, something like that. But personally, I don't know why you do that. Why don't you just spend the extra $20 and get a lifetime use of it? So essentially, that's it. As I say, you can get the free one, but that's got a watermark on it, and it only I think it only lasts for 7 or 30 days. Perhaps it doesn't. Perhaps it's unlimited, but it will have the watermark on it. So yeah, so you just click on that, add to cart, buy it, download it, and then you've got a lifetime access to it. As I say, I probably will at some point change to Adobe Premiere, but that's purely because there's so much more you can do on it, because it is designed for professional filmmakers. But it does come at a cost. So but for the time being, Wondershare Filmora is absolutely perfect. It's just what I need. So I highly recommend this. I just want to say as a little sort of aside, they're not paying me to say this. I just use this. I use this. I've had no contact with them at all. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not being paid by them or anything like that. I just think they're a really, really good video editing software, and highly recommend them. So guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because I give lots of tips on travel reviews, travel advice. I also do some tech reviews like this one that sort of help me in my travels and in my ability to get this content out to you. So don't forget to subscribe. I'd be really grateful, and I will see you in the next video.